Welcome to Girl Talk. We are filming here at the Vinery on East Wash.
East Wash. That's perfect.
Now we all have to say it. I know, that was perfect. We sound like we're rapping.
Yep.
But we are going to not do a rap later in the show. We're going to chat with the folks here at the Vinery about some wonderful things going on in January. Tons of great creative classes.
Yeah, they're super fun. If you haven't been to one, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, the energy here is just so good. It's so silly saying that, but it's true. The energy in the room when you come to a class and when you come into the studio, it's just so beautiful and creative, and what a fun thing to do and bring friends to.
And they've got a sale coming up, right?
Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Because I want to talk about, these are so pretty.
Yeah, these are gorgeous. Now, what do you think? Is this something, I guess you could use these for projects. Such pretty colors. It's amazing how many colors you can get out of the glass. But what were you saying about the sale? What is this
It's
deal?
25% off all sheet glass, and the dates should be listed on your screen, so stop in and tell them you saw it on Girl Talk, and they'll hook you up. I mean, they have all sorts of different colors, and then, I mean, the one you were holding, I wish you could touch this.
I know the texture on it is super. And 25% off, that's not a small,
No.
small potatoes.
No.
All right, so stop on in the Vinery. You will not be disappointed. You can come in actually anytime and just shop and look at some of the things. But we have to move on or we're not going to talk about anything else. We're getting off on a tangent. Well, we just love being here. But we have a fabulous show today. We're going to talk to the Soap Nut lady about some cleaning products. Actually are edible. So if you are just hungry, you can have a soap nut.
Just eat a soap nut.
A little snack.
Just kidding, not recommended. Do not do that. Although you could, and you'd be fine.
Can eat it is the point. That's how safe it is. So we'll learn a little bit about that later in the show. Okay, so now I'll do my food thing since that's my best
your segue?
That's all I could come up with. Okay, so I was watching a show the other day and they asked the question, if you could pick, and think about this at home too, if you could pick only 2 foods to eat for the rest of your life, what would you pick? What could you narrow it down to?
Is this like based on
Anything.
what I love, or
Just
like
what you like.
will I be able to survive for the rest of my life
just what
on
you
these
like.
2
Like
foods?
if you could only eat 2 foods, maybe just for the week. Or
Grapes
something.
are my favorite thing right now.
I totally
Grapes?
agree. Yeah.
I love red grapes.
Okay, that's only one.
Maybe avocado. Avocado and grapes.
You're so healthy.
Ones. I
Well,
know.
come on. We're on TV. Well, I don't know.
How about you?
I love brownies. So probably like a
Figured you'd go
chocolate
sweets.
fudge brownie. And
Well, you might need
steak.
milk.
Ooh,
Oh,
salmon. Salmon.
I love the combo. Steak,
That's all I need.
Steak and brownies.
Is this based on the Mariah Carey thing?
No, it's not.
That
What
she
is
said
the
she would
Mariah Carey?
only eat Norwegian salmon and capers. She
Oh,
says
yeah,
that's her diet.
You're right. Yes, that's where this started from. Correct. Yeah,
well, I
that's
just-
not where I based it from. Antonia's telling us we have to
I
go.
know.
So
I have so much to say.
we have so much to say, but you're gonna have to wait because we're gonna be back with Maze and me after the break.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're at the Vinery today, and we'll be chatting with them a little bit later. But first, we have Casey Plash. She's the owner of Mesa Mies Boutique in Hilldale. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Ellen, for having me back.
You look so
It's a pleasure to be
fabulous.
here. Thank you.
You always look so great. I mean, you should, right? If,
I get
if you
to
own
cheat
a
a little
boutique.
bit, so it's not really fair. But
So I'm
yeah.
excited to talk today about just some different looks that you have in mind, because with New Year's Eve, different holiday parties coming up, I feel like there's a lot of fundraising events this time of year.
And so what I've actually found around the Madison area is that a lot of companies wait to have their holiday parties until January and February when people are actually free to attend them.
That's so nice of them.
Yeah, it is.
And it actually is coming up on kind of fundraising season. So we do have more women coming in now for sort of dressier occasions than
Right.
even during the actual holidays.
What do you think is the most important with dressing for these events? Because sometimes, I mean, you might know the location, and that can kind of help you gauge what to wear, I guess.
Right, and so we talk about this a lot in our store, but I really think it's important to stay within what is going to make you feel the most confident and
good
sort
tip.
of radiate within your own, again, comfort zone. I wouldn't get too concerned what everyone else is wearing and, call the whole office or call all of
What
your
are you wearing?
friends.
Texting
And then
all
I
of your
can't,
coworkers?
and we have people kind of come in and want to change, but really stick to something that's, of course, appropriate, like you said, for the location or event, but that still kind of represents yourself. I think that's always going to show the most.
Great advice.
And I think that's a great way to put it, because you can tell if you're comfortable in something.
Exactly.
Or not. And if you're going to invest in a piece like such that you have at your boutique, you should love it.
Right.
You should love how you feel in it.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about what you brought for us today.
Yeah, so our first example is a brand new line that we've gotten that's actually handmade in London. It's really beautiful and I'm excited about it. And so it has a cap sleeve still, which is really nice because it's not maybe going to get worn for some time. And we're getting a lot of women who are requesting floor length gowns. That is not something that we carry, but this one is going to be a nice T-length, and it's kind of a high-low, which represents that sophisticated, really dressy still, but you can kind of get away with not having one that's, scooting on the snow.
Sure.
So, and I think you can wear it again then more. I mean, this one would be perfectly transferable into wedding season to a fancier sort of wedding.
You had me at handmade.
Yeah. And I love the sleeve look. I mean, I, in general, don't like wearing things that are sleeveless. Even in the summer, I don't really know why. I just don't like the way they look on me.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't. And again, we always encourage women to try in as many as possible because sometimes a sleeveless is going to have a different cut. So definitely don't be afraid of it. But it is always nice to have just a little bit of a sleeve in the winter.
I love it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and if you do have a sleeveless one, then we've brought a coat, for example, that is also this new line, and it has a really pretty print on it, which I like because if you're someone who steers more towards having kind of black in your wardrobe, you can kind of pull one out of your closet, and then if you put something over like this, again, it kind of dresses it up and it makes it event worthy, without really necessarily having to buy a new dress if you're not in that mood.
Dress it up differently.
I think a nice printed coat is such a staple, especially in Wisconsin, because you're wearing it so frequently. It could be
such a
even
good point.
cool
And you
in the
absolutely
event.
can dress it up or down. And I wore one too just so we could kind of get an idea. But this would be the reverse. So you can kind of wear a fun print under it and then put something black over or a darker shade if that makes you more comfortable and keep it on. So
I want to touch on this last dress too because it is gorgeous.
Yes, so a lot of the holiday parties, we are getting requests for themed type items. So we get a lot of Great Gatsby theme, Flapper,
so fun.
50, we kind of these Mad Men parties. So this is a really great example of a 40s inspired dress, but it's updated enough where you're not going to feel like you're wearing a costume and you can definitely wear it again. It has a great fit. It's one of our best selling lines. It's definitely a standout dress. And that's another thing I would really encourage women. I mean, really feel free to kind of explore, try a bunch on, and go with something that really, you do want to kind of feel stand out. So.
And that's what's so great about your place is when I've come in is the people really help you find something that fits your body type.
Exactly.
And help you explore different things. And I know for somebody who is maybe like me, there are so many like fashion rules that you think are out there and I get really concerned with breaking them. So
and we really do try to avoid all of those. And, because, we're all such different shapes. Hundreds and thousands. So
and it's meant to be fun.
Absolutely.
Fashion is meant to be fun.
Yes.
Casey, always a pleasure with Mason
thank you so much.
Boutique. Thanks for being here.
Yep, thank
and
you.
We'll be back with more Girl Talk right after this. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are at the Vinery today. It's a stained glass studio, and we'll be chatting with them a little bit later on in the show. But first, we have the Soap Nut Lady, Peggy McClellan. Thank you for being with us today.
I love being with you guys. This is my extended family.
Absolutely.
Back by popular demand. And also now
featuring.
And now featuring the Soap Nut Baby.
Yes. So, Peggy, for those who may not be familiar, what are soap nuts? Just a quick refresher.
Soap nuts are grown on a tree and they're nature's detergent.
Sure.
Basically. So the little bag in the middle will do 330 loads of wash, which is very helpful when you have a baby.
Let's pause on that for a minute. That is incredible. This is 330 loads. Look at this little bag, and not expensive.
Less than 8 cents a load, and if you happen to have a front load high efficiency machine, you've got that fungus around the door, guaranteed get rid of it. And then we've taken that and put it into a concentrate that you can clean the whole house with, which we can talk about in a minute. And then the dishwasher pods, the laundry pods, and the soap bar, because we don't want to put negative things on our soap nut baby.
Very true.
Don't want to do that.
And now you've introduced the Soap Nut Baby, but introduce this lovely lady that's
This
with
is
you
Miss
today.
Michelle, and she is Integrity Cleaning Concepts. So for all of you people that are tired of having petrochemicals in your home that are harming you and your family, this lady will be able to take care of that for you and stop all of that. They're using the Soap Nut products to clean your home, glass, tiles, stainless, wood, the whole 9 yards, but it's a very efficient way as well as good for our earth and your family.
Absolutely.
Michelle, so what kind of intrigued you to learn more about soap nuts from Peggy? Just because obviously I would think it would be so different than I'm sure what you guys were using before.
Yep. We were using environmentally friendly products, but I met Peg because she had asked us to clean her home.
Sure.
And she wanted us to use soap nuts, and I thought, oh, all right, you
Whatever
provide
you
the
say.
soap nuts, we'll clean your house with soap nuts. And we cleaned her house, and we were really surprised how much we really liked them, because we really could use one product to clean the wood, glass, floors,
Wow.
Stainless.
everything.
All of those different materials you can clean
Yes.
with soap nuts?
Absolutely.
What an incredible testimonial coming from somebody who was previously using another product, and then you might think, okay, we'll give this a try, see how it goes,
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
see what this soap nut lady is talking about. But sure enough, you liked it so much that
I did, and my supervisor cleaned her house, and she really liked it too. And
Wow.
so,
And what I think is so cool about these products too is that they're very affordable,
Yes.
which amazes me. I mean, I know you gave me a bag of soap nuts and I've barely put a dent in them because
I
you
know.
can reuse the same soap nuts for multiple loads.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's 3 little bags in the back of that, the little muslin bags, and you can utilize those time and time again. And when you're done with them, you can throw them into your garden. They're natural
Right.
insect and pest repellent, and put them in your plants. You can stick them anywhere.
That's incredible.
much.
Well, and obviously, speaking of having kids or babies in the house, that's important because you don't want those chemicals necessarily getting in your home and your clothes and your dishes, and you don't realize how much transfer there is
Oh, yeah.
with those nasty chemicals. So it's really nice just from a safety perspective. Or pets, if you've got pets.
It works great with the
Absolutely.
pets. You know, the skin is the largest organ in the body. That's the acupuncturist that always trips out. The soap nut lady's only been around 5 years, but you know, the skin absorbs everything. And that's the big question that I like to continue to ask people is, would you eat your laundry detergent currently?
No.
Because you are, right? You live in
Yeah.
it, you sleep in it, you dry with it, and that's why we have, they're hormone disruptors as well as endocrine disruptors that cause problems for our bodies. And we don't want to have any problems, especially for our new soap nut baby.
Exactly.
And just the frugal one in me loves
Yeah.
the cost savings.
That's what
I
I
know that
mean.
makes me
It's
such a dork.
insane and better
Yeah.
for you and the environment. So where can
Absolutely.
people find you before we go?
We're in Bill's in Oregon. We're in all 3 Hy-Vees. We're in Festival Foods down
Awesome.
in Janesville. We're getting ready to go into the Madison one as well. So
Fantastic.
we're out there and about Yahara down in Stoughton.
Perfect.
So we're just here, there, and
Everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah.
Peggy knows her stuff. We don't even have real notes.
Oh,
She
you
just
don't.
comes in
She's
chats.
just ready for it. Peggy, thanks for being with us
Thank you
again.
so
Again, the
much.
Soap Nut Lady. Be sure to check
You
them
guys
out.
are wonderful. Come and see us. Check out our website.
And we'll be back with more Girl Talk right after this.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're having a great time here at the Vinery, as usual.
As always.
As always. We're sitting here with Denny and Josh. The Vinery is a stained glass, well, all kind of art glass studio right off East Washington. And we just love it here. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. Good to have you here.
Once again, I can't speak highly enough of these two gentlemen, really of your whole establishment. Tell us in your own words, though, what makes the Vinery so special?
Oh my gosh. That's
Big question.
That's a great question. You know, I sit up in my office up above, and you probably won't see that, but what really makes it special is when I see my customers come in and they're down in the teaching area and they're learning to work with glass, and they're excited about it.
Right.
And I walk down there and I give them all a big hug. It's just it's sort of a dream come true for me in terms of creating a space for people to be creative.
Yeah.
And just comfortable and warm.
Yeah, me being here, I started 5 years ago pretty much when we moved to this new location, and just kind of seeing the store blossom in the creative sense, having people come in and having that creativity just kind of flow out of people. It's a great outlet for people to come and enjoy, and it's pretty beautiful what we have going on here, I'd say.
Beautiful is a great word.
Well said. And now
Exactly.
2016 was awesome for you guys. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions for 2017 coming up?
Oh, you gotta be careful of those New Year's resolutions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So, but Josh and I talked about it a little bit before the show.
Yeah.
And we just really want to step up our game and provide, even more than we're providing now for our customers.
We want
It's hard to imagine. You guys already
expand
do
this
so much.
microcosm of creativity that we have going on here,
Yeah.
and just kind of keep it like an infinite potential of creativity and keep everyone going. And it's good to have that in people's lives.
I love that. That's a great, one of the best probably New Year's resolutions I've heard.
There you go.
I like it.
Yeah.
Always growing.
I could try to lose a little weight, but
Nah,
It's always on the list.
yeah.
right?
Everyone's
Eat healthier,
list.
get fit.
Yeah.
But why not expand your creativity? That's a
Yeah.
great one too for our viewers as well that people may not think of.
Exactly. So this is an event that I've been to before. You have your ladies' night every first Thursday of the month.
Exactly.
So we've got one coming up. Want to talk about that a little bit?
We do, and we look forward to it because we get, a lot of folks come in and they get to hang out, and we have several different projects lined up, for them to work on.
Sure.
But and you've experienced it, but it's just such a relaxing environment.
To unwind a little bit.
It is,
Yes.
yeah. I brought my best friend, who is far more artistic than me, always has been, and I had so much help from you guys that I think mine came out better.
There you go.
It was really great.
Yeah. So.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say. So that's kind of ladies' night. And
Awesome.
It is indeed the first Thursday, of every month.
What a great event. And now I also heard something about a monthly social night. Tell me about this.
Exactly. I'll talk a little bit, and then I'll have Josh talk a little bit about it. But we had a lot of requests from the guys. That's like, it's unfair that we have ladies' night and we don't have a guys' night.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't hear it being called men's night, though.
It could be men's night,
We didn't want to-
whatever, but it is social night. So we figured we'd kind of broaden the spectrum a little bit and just have folks come in to have a great social evening. And it could be, two ladies, it could be a guy and a lady, anybody that would want to come in and come and enjoy working with glass.
Well, as a
love
single
that.
lady, my ears are perking up to this social night.
Yeah.
Like, what a great way to get out and meet other people in your community, not at a bar or what have you,
Sure.
in a creative space.
I run into folks that say, is the Vinery a good place to kind of bring a date?
Yeah, what a fun
And I
place,
thought
yeah.
social night would be a great one because, it's like, okay, I don't know this woman very well. I'll take her into a
Right.
safe environment. The Vinery.
And it's nice too if you're working on something because that gives you something to talk about. I mean, I hate
Sure.
like those awkward pauses if you are on a
Sure.
first date. So what a great icebreaker and to do something and build something, create something together.
Yeah. And
Or you should know
And
if you should
laugh
keep them
along the
around.
way.
Creating
Right
from
after
the
that.
moment and creating
Depending
new
on how that
memories
goes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Cool
let's
stuff.
talk about the schedule for January a little bit. What do we got on deck?
Well, we have a jam-packed schedule, obviously. And we've actually brought along a few items here.
Awesome.
So I'm just going to start kind of pulling things up here to show people, and I'll explain
It's
a
so
little,
pretty.
little bit about this. This is a drop vase, and it's kind of a version of our what we call a scrap lamp class.
Yep.
And this
Smaller
this
version.
guy here teaches it, and so things are laid out on a round disc, and then parts and pieces are laid out. And then the glass is fired, and then it's put over a mold and kind of slugged.
Okay.
Kind of like a martini shaker. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could use it, the larger versions, actually, we would drill a hole in the bottom, and then it could be hung.
Okay. Oh,
pretty.
for like a light.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it was
me a
obvious.
second.
It was obvious to me.
Very pretty. What else do we have here?
So maybe you want to.
We also have powder wafer dish here. So we have kind of a nowadays pre-cuts that you kind of cut out and use stencils. You can use little stamps and stamp out any kind of images that you want, and then you coat them with powder and refuse them onto your dishes.
Awesome. I can see those in my bathroom.
I
or
love that.
Sure.
Jewelry.
So it's a stamp, you said? A stamp of
Any
sorts?
kind, like bookmaking and scrapbooking, they have a
Scrapbooking
stamp.
stamps?
Oh, yeah.
You can
Yeah.
punch out any kind of stamp or image. You could even cut it out with an X-Acto knife if you wanted to make your own design.
So you stamp out your design.
Okay.
Okay, out of this material.
Yeah.
Looks like a sheet of paper, but it's a paraffin base. And then you cover it with a glass powder, and then we have these heating griddles. And the glass, it melts into that base.
How cool.
And then we can lay it on top of the
Onto your
glass.
Fascinating. So, and just to clarify, these are all classes that you can attend throughout January.
In January.
Okay, and you just come
Exactly.
here to sign up?
Yeah, or
Yep, or
online.
online.
Or online.
Oh, great.
Either way.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for having us again. Our time has run out already.
Love
gosh.
being
We,
here.
we truly love being here, and we can't wait to see what's up next time. Thank you very much for watching Girl Talk, and we'll catch you next week.